now streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to Full Velocity TV here live tonight at the Martinsville Speedway. It is a very special night for us, hanging out with the guys over at the Cyber Thunder Racing League. Race number 6 of the season, but most importantly, Relay for Life 125 going on here tonight. That's right, raising money for the Relay for Life charity, and all in a race to cure cancer out there. We support these guys at Cyber Thunder here this evening. Our links are out there all over the place. Welcome. We'll show everybody Phil LaCasse here live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch TV for this very special event. Got Jack chewing down alongside, doing the controls for us this evening. So I thank him for all that. Todd Stanton may join you a little bit later on. He's got delayed here at work this evening, so we've been carrying the whole show. If Todd can jump in, he'll certainly try to do his best to do so. But we'll be out here all night long at Cyber Thunder. A great deal of the race cars on hand here, and qualifying is getting through the later stages now. They went out there for group qualifying about 7.5, 8 minutes ago. A 10-minute session, everybody going out there making their best laps of the night, and it looks like a very strong field of race cars indeed on hand as we scroll on down through. Looks like we have 24 that have already taken time, and potentially as many as 28 that may go out there and take the green flag here at Martinsville. The paperclip half mile down here settled in Virginia. Great battleground tonight here for the Cyber Thunder Racing League Relay for Life 125. As we said, race number 6 of the season here for the Cyber Thunder TNT series, and Xfinity cars we run out here tonight at Martinsville, and we've had 5 different winners through the first 5 races. So can we make it 6 for 6? Do we see a repeat winner? We'll carry you through all the action here all night long, live with Facebook and YouTube and Twitch TV here live at Full Velocity TV. So I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Like we said, that Relay for Life link, it's out there attached to our Facebook link. We'll throw it out here on YouTube as well for everybody to take a look at. But if you can help us and share that link out there, everybody, raise some awareness, raise some money here. It's a race to cure cancer, Relay for Life. These guys at Cyber Thunder are going to thank our buddy Tom Richter for allowing us to come over here this evening, be a part of this awesome event. That race logo looks absolutely killer. Really honored to go over and do this show for these guys here tonight. The second race we've got to cover for these guys. We're here at Daytona in the month of February for a really good race there. That was a lot of fun and awesome to come back with these guys. We got more still to come. We scheduled out some more dates, so Cyber Thunder won't be too far in our distant future once again, but we'll settle here tonight in Martinsville. Qualifying looks like just about to wrap up in the next 10 seconds or so. We'll get these guys out on the racetrack for a full 125 laps, and we'll be settled here flag to flag live on Full Velocity TV. Looks like a series race winner already this year. Car number 1, Michael Berg, looks like he may be setting tonight's quick time aboard car number 1. A lap of 19.780 is going to put him up to the pole here tonight. So we're going to pause here for a brief second. We'll pay homage to this great country. Let's pay tribute with the playing of our national anthem. Back here live tonight here at the Martinsville Speedway. Relay for Life 125 rolling off the grid. So let's get to tonight's starting lineup. On the pole with a lap of 19.080 is car number 1 of Michael Berg with a number 20 alongside of Ricky Howell Jr. And run number 2, car number 42, Tanner Tallarico, and alongside of the number 46 is Ryan Libby. In the third row, we find car number 55 of Edward Byan with the 05 of Justin Rigsby alongside. In the fourth row, the number 51 car is Dylan Blankenship with the number 24 of Nick Katrakis alongside. In our fifth row, we have car number 38, David Patton, with the number 87 car of Keith Haney. 11th, we find the 84 of Andrew Payne, with Sean Hill aboard car number 29, rolling off from 12th. Joshua Stearman rolls off from 13th aboard the 41. The 99 rolls off next. Our old buddy Jeremy Hebel rolls off 14th. Tommy Gossett rolls off 15th from car number 80 with the number 4 car, Gary Peterson Jr. alongside. Tom Richter rolls off of the 34 car in the 17th position. Alongside of him, our old buddy, car number 25, Craig Meyer rolling off 18th. James Morrison, number 27, rolls off next with Shane Weinmeyer, Dakota Wilkins, Roy Grant Jr., Andrew Bird, Jeffrey Orden, Alan Bowman, Richard Giacomotti, Andrew Marsh, and Ron Klein making up our 27-car field. We're green flag racing here at Martinsville, heading down the backstretch to turn number 3 for the first time. Michael Berg going to lead the field over Ricky Howell Jr. off of turn number 2 here. Is trying to settle into a great camera view to watch it from. We're nestled it up front. Michael Berg with a 2-car length lead. They are side by side for second. Howell up high, the 42. Tellerico on the inside there, and car 42 going to roll down low, so good battle there with the 20 up in the high lane. 42 car down low is I'm still looking for the best place to watch this race from, as well as Jack's down there pushing his button as well, trying to find good dudes nestling on right now. So far up front, Michael Berg is 1 car. Tana Rico now up for second. Ricky Howell in for third. Ryan Libby, Dylan Blankenship rounding out our top 5. Is I'm gonna settle into Old Faithful here in the old chase cam, as I've got used to over the years, back to NR 2003 doing pavement. Don't do a lot of pavement over here in iRacing. Just a lot of fun to come over and do, and kind of get settled into an old habit of doing pavement racing. And got our buddy Andy Margo out there asking, where is the dirt, Andy? There is no dirt here tonight live on Full Velocity. All pavement racing. Martinsville tonight, something completely different. Probably why we scared Todd away here tonight. But up front, it is still Michael Berg's 1 car by about 4 car lengths over Tenerico's number 42. Ricky Howell in for the 3rd spot there in the 20 car. Ryan Libby's 46. Dylan Blankenship's number 51. Going to run our top 5 single file. Back there we find the number 38 car of David Patton, currently running in the 6th spot. 7th currently on the grid, we find Andrew Payne aboard the 84. Ed Biden's 55, currently flanked in for 8th. 9th in a single file formation is Justin Rigsby. Running our top 10 will be Joshua Stearman in the 41 car. Everybody kind of sorted out single file as we feel laps around. It's a marathon here at the Martinsville Speedway. Anytime you come out here, it's just a tough racetrack to navigate around. You got to get your braking points right. Let these cars sit in their roll. These guys do an awesome job here tonight for 125 laps around. Michael Berg, our pole sitter, has led here for the duration now to put lap number 8 up onto the scoreboard. So 8 of 125 in, and start peeking around here looking for great battles to show off things that may be going on out there, but looks like everything kind for the time being all sorted out single file as far as stuff in the top 10 goes. Kind of flanking back now outside the top 10. It's a good little battle shaping up between Sean Hill's number 29 car and the 41 of Joshua Stearman. That was a battle going on for the 10th spot. Stearman right now going to hold that spot as look at 29 make peak to the bottom side off of the corner. 41 up the hill. It's just so tough to get back on the throttle here as these concrete patches make for a tough race to pass around these places. Lap 9 of the board, caution flag going to roll out tonight. Caution for the first time here at the Martinsville Speedway. 25 of the drivers entered this race here tonight. The likes of Ron Klein and Andrew Marsh and Richard Giamatti in the number 58 car. Those guys have elected to keep their cars in the pit area here tonight. So 25 took the green flag at Martinsville for 125 laps around under yellow. Now working lap number 10, and it looks like issues from the 4th spot for Carter 46 of Ryan Libby. Looks like he may have just kind of lost it on his own. Not sure he had contact there. We'll let Jack go back and get that all sorted out through the replay, but I can tell you that's the Nets.com New England Tractor Trailer School. Number 46 of Ryan Libby. Looks like he's got some damage to the back end of that car. yellow flag out of the speedway for the first time here tonight in Martinsville. Is sure if he had some issues there or whatever happened, but lost all connection there, the 46 car. So we'll look back up here up front. You got to think, I wonder how a tire strategy, fuel strategy is going to play out here tonight in Martinsville. Maybe we bring some of these guys into the conversation over the course of the night. But while we're under yellow, we say hello to everybody out there watching tonight live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch TV. I've got the link out there shared on Facebook for the Relay for Life. If you guys can help me get the word out there to all your friends and family or whoever else may be out there, even your sim racing league out there, also put it over here into YouTube if they'll allow me as well. So let me get that out for all you guys over there watching on YouTube, and I'll also try to get it out there for the gang over on Twitch TV as well. So great to have you all tuning in tonight here for Cyber Thunder. Great league being put on by Tom Richter, a league that was around for years and years and went away for a while, resuscitated now into the iRacing simulation, and really cool to have these guys come aboard here tonight live once again with Full Velocity TV. We saw these guys back in Daytona. We saw Kyle Ostenkowski win there at Daytona in a great race there. We had 21 drivers enter. They rolled the next race in. So that was on the shootout. We rolled into the Daytona 500 race. It was won by Justin Rigsby. He won the first points paying race out. Michael Berg picked up the win a week later in Rockingham. The Atlanta Motor Speedway saw David Patton go to victory lane, and Andrew Payne was our most recent winner of the series at Las Vegas Motor Speedway last week. So 4 points paying races, 4 different winners. Can we make it an even 5 here tonight here as far as points paying races go? So we've got a lot still left to kind of play out over the course of the night. Lights, I believe, should go out atop the iRacing.com pace car this time around. They absolutely will. We'll go back to green flag racing with Andrew Marsh, Tanner Talarico in the outside of the front row, Dylan Blankenship now up to third with David Patton, Edward Bryant, Andrew Payne, Justin Rigsby, Joshua Stearns, Sean Hill, and Tommy Gossett now going to run at your top 10. We find Nick Katrakis in the 11th position with Keith Haney 12th. Sean Weinmiller in 13th and car number 14. Jeffrey Ordman is 14th, and James Morris aboard car number 27, running at our top 15. The field working its way now off of turn 4. Green flag going to go back in the air. We'll go back to racing on lap number 15 here. So outside of 100 laps remaining here tonight in Martinsville. But as we saw, Michael Berg going to claim his stake for the race lead down the back chute. Tillarico going to fall into second. Put Dylan Blankenship now in a 51 car up to third. David Patton fourth is yellow once again. Going to find us here at Martinsville. Yellow flag number 2 of the night, which could be a theme here as you follow things along how Martinsville works. It certainly can be a yellow feverish kind of race as issues on the racetrack as timing and scoring begins to reset. And I'm thinking maybe around where Tommy Gossett's number 99, or the 00, the 80 car rather. The 80 of Gossett may have got a piece. Jeremy Hebel's 99 may have got a piece of this as well. So we'll let Jack down there do all his brilliance he does down there as he's got his hands full with controls and doing something a little bit different than we normally do here. Doing some pavement racing on Full Velocity TV here tonight. So hopefully we'll get Jack there back on for the replay. Maybe he can give me a glimpse of what happened over there as well. And I can steer you guys in the right direction here live on Full Velocity TV. Tough to do one of these shows by yourself up here and rely on your director to give you all the insight of what they're seeing, because he's seeing something completely different from an angle that I may not see. So I go out there and peek out the feed just like you guys do, watching through Facebook and YouTube to see what he's bringing you versus where I put my camera if you have to call the action. So it's a cool different insight. And it looks like as Jack comes back and says, can't see, the car goes out of view. And whatever reason here tonight, Martinsville being kind of a pain in the butt because they're disappearing out of view for me in certain places too. So maybe we have to work. Maybe we get a hold of our buddy Josh Smith and see if he can't do some cameras for the pavement stuff, because he does a lot of our dirt stuff here for Full Velocity. So we'll have to hit up Josh here and see if he can't fix the Martinsville cameras. But can tell you, the 80 car of Tommy Gossett having some issues there. So the 80 from inside the top 10 now relegated all the way out into a 25th position, 2 laps down. Tom Richter, he finds himself 1 lap down aboard car number 34. Looks like Tommy Gossett's night may be done aboard the 80 car. Looks like the same may also be set for Keith Haney's number 87. Looks like Keith may have had some issues here as well, so I think his car may be behind the wall. And I believe those 2 drivers may be done for the evening. So I'm going to pause here for a brief drink, take a little quick break here on Full Velocity, and watch you guys take a look around the Martinsville Speedway as we're under caution. Believe next time by we should get the 1 to go signal. So I'm going to take a quick drink, come back, and call some great action here. The Martinsville Speedway Relay for Life for 125. So as predicted, the lights do go out atop the iRacing.com pace car. We'll go back to green flag racing next time around, and noticing something a little bit weird tonight with some of these race cars. Some are kind of missing tail lights, some are not. Looks like the Fords may be affected. Not exactly sure what's going on. As I look back through, well, a lot of these beautiful paint schemes out there, but Trading Paints may be having some issues here tonight. So not exactly sure what's up. We'll take the action the best we can. Off of turn number 4, green flag going to go back in the air. Michael Berg will be the first to stop up to the gas pedal into turn number 1. Tanner Tellerico going to fall back in there for second, as he's been for the opening part of this race. Dylan Blankenship in for third. David Patton fourth, and Justin Rigsby, we saw him win back at Daytona. He has found his way to the top 5. Car number 05 starting to march his way forward. We're a little bit damaged to the back of that car. They open up the race deck. Chevy Camaro all wrinkled up in the back end. Don't think it's going to hurt him too bad here, as we've seen cars a whole lot worse than that. Big waves here at Martinsville. Maybe make it a little bit loose and narrow. Maybe getting back on the throttle off of these tight little corners. Not sure how it's going to play a factor, but the spoiler's all bent up. We'll keep an eye on the progress of the 05 all night long. Top 5 all still single file. Now working lap number 23 on the racetrack as we look around the speedway, looking for some good racing going on. I find a good battle back here with Ryan Libby trying to make his way back to the field. Up now running in 7th. He's got Joshua Stearman up ahead as Libby's car getting out of shape and around in 3 and 4. And I'm not sure if he had help there or not. Ryan Libby around to put us under caution here once again at Martinsville as try to hit the right button to go back and take a look at it, which you guys maybe take a glimpse of what happened. But I did see the 46 car got really loose back there by himself, and I don't think he had any help at all. Jack can tell me the story as he shows the replay up there in turn number 1, but I'm kind of peeking back here through myself. It looks like all by himself, the 46 car with that damage to the back end. Maybe those spoilers are going to play a role here tonight. Being all bent up as a parachute pushes out of the back of that car, got in deep into the turn and up the hill, and around he goes. That Nets.com, number 46, Ryan Libby, having a couple of issues here in the opening laps here at Martinsville. Now working lap number 23, third yellow flag of the night here for the guys at Cyber Thunder Racing League. And maybe here over the next little bit, we can maybe start bringing these guys. We get next yellow flag, we'll jump on it right away and see if we can't talk to some of these guys, bring them into the conversation, and get the likes of what's been going on over here at Cyber Thunder these last month that we haven't seen these guys. So, working its way back up to the pace car now, off the back stretch, now heading toward turn number 3. Michael Berg and Tanner Tellerico will catch the field. Now I'm going to peek toward pit road, see if there's any takers up front as, see if anybody wants to come in and maybe take for tires. Tanner, I thought, was going to come in. He kind of threw the bluff down there, so he'll stay out, as does Blankenship. Dakota Wilkins still out there on the racetrack, so looking down for cars who may have decided to come pit side. I'm not seeing much happening there, so I think everybody at this juncture may have elected to possibly stand. I do see one car on pit road. I see James Morris, number 27. He has found his way pit side, so we'll see what they do down there. Is it probably going to be 4 tires? Is one reason they're rolling into pit road and then disappearing out of my view, and my screen's going black. So not exactly sure what the heck's going on there, as I want to cover a pit stop and they go out of view and they just never seem to come back in, so it must be a glitch and you got racing software somewhere on my end. So hope you guys are enjoying the show as much as we are here live on Full Velocity TV. Like we said, we put that link out already for the Relay for Life. If you guys can help me share that out there, we'd love to see it. We see Andy's out there, we see Bob Tompkins. Always good to see familiar faces out there. You guys have been so good to me over the years following our career around, and I always love having you guys out there. YouTube side, I see a couple of guys over there watching, but the chat for the most part looks to be empty. I see a couple over there in our Twitch feed as well. Twitch just kind of quiet as well, so hope you guys are just got nestled in here for an early Thursday night treat here for Cyber Thunder Racing League as they went green flag at about 8:10 p.m. Eastern time, and here we go, approaching 8:30, working now lap number 27 under caution. Slow right away here early on by 3 yellow flags as we await the pace car lights to go out this time around. I believe they will. Yes, they do. We'll go back to green flag racing. Your current lineup out there: Michael Berg, Tanner Tellerico, Dylan Blankenship, David Patton, Justin Rigsby, your top 5. Joshua Stearman in for 6th. Sean Hill running 7th. Nick Katrikis is 8th. Sean Weinmiller 9th. Dakota Wilkins are all Buddy Day up to the top 10. We find Jeremy Hebel 11th. Alan Bowman up there for 12th. Andrew Bird 13th. Greg Meyer out there 14th. And Andrew Payne running our top 15. Jeffrey Ford in 16th, Gary Peterson 17th, Ryan Libby, Ricky Howland Jr. runners. I posted her and Tom Richter running our top 20 as we go back to green flag racing here at Martinsville. And the announcer thing hit me again as I went back and showed that, looked at that replay. Didn't hit the live button. It's happened to us here before. We'll learn it again here live with Full Velocity TV now working their way off of turn number 4 down the front stretch of Michael Berg going to lead the field. Now yellow once again on the racetrack, and they always say yellow's green, yellow. And we talked to our buddy Tom before the start of the race. And he was kind of fearful that we may see a little bit more yellow than normal. Looks like this one may have got Alan Bowman in the number 40 car around. So if we learn how my rewind button works here once again, see if we can't go back. And Jack's going to go back and take a look at what happened to the 40 cars. Looks like he's befallen some issues here at Martinsville or whatever may have happened. So going back and taking a look is not a reason, not what a reason these guys get to a spot on the racetrack and I lose all sight of what these guys are going on. But I'm sure Jack's down there looking. I'm looking as well. See if we see something going on. They went into 3 and 4. The 40 car had some help from behind. A little tap to the left rear. Try to see who that was there that may have gave him the tap. It looked like it may have been the 99 of Jeremy Hebel getting into the left rear of the 40s. They were stuck 3 wide down the back chute. 14 car stuck his nose in there. 14 Sean Weinmiller. They were 3 wide going into the edges of the corner. That never works out as Hebel through the middle had to wash up the racetrack into the side of the 40, and that would send the 40 car around it or not. Alan Bowman from now inside the top 10 going to relegate himself outside the top 10. So more developing stories happening here tonight in the Martinsville Speedway. Is almost looks like the front of the pack may be the place to be, because anywhere you go you get stuck in traffic. It's already tight quarters around this paper clip half mile here, and it can happen in a hurry with these flat corners and the transition from the pavement to the asphalt through the corners. So you never know how these cars are going to react. And 3 wide, we've seen 3 wide work here before, but it's very, very few and far between. Tough right there. Jeremy Hebel's a great race car driver. I've been keeping up with Jeremy. He's done some great things over here in iRacing. Very talented behind the wheel. So I'm sure if he made a mistake there, he'll own up to it and he'll race on. But tough break for sure for Alan Bowman, who is up in the top 10. Looks like cars are starting to maybe fall toward the tail end of the lead lap if they haven't yet already. I saw Roy Grant Jr.'s car on pit road a little bit ago, and I'm not sure his car was able to rejoin the fight. The 11 car, no, he is still out there on the racetrack. Roy running 7 laps down, running 23rd. Looks like of our 25 with the green flag, we do have 23 left out there. 22 on the lead lap as we win a green flag here probably next time around. So we'll take a brief pause here. We'll take another drink, keep the whistle wet, ready to rock and roll here for, we got 35 laps on the board, so we got 90 laps left to go. We got a long way to go, so I'm going to pause myself here for a minute, take a quick drink, and we'll come back here and call the green flag that's coming out in one corner. Pound down the last end of that night, do off a board. Green flag going to go in the air. Michael Berg going to sprint out away in the race lead aboard the 1 car. Right away, I thought Dylan Blankenship's 51 car may peak to the bottom of the 42 of Tellerico, but he thought better of that. He'll fall back in line. Keep Tanner up to 2nd. Dylan Blankenship in for 3rd. Justin Ritchie out of the 05. He's up to the 4th spot. Joshua Stearman's 41 car currently running in the top 5 as they're side by side. Here comes the 41 down low. The 38 of David Patton is up high. Stearman now going to put his way to the top 5. Drop kick Patton back to 6th aboard a 38 car. That beautiful K&N colored car. Nick Katrinkas aboard car number 24. Green Machine out there running in the 7th spot. Nick's also got some damage to the back into his Camaro. So there's a whole lot of cars out there. This one may have started as a Camaro. It may shorten its way up to a Cruise here pretty soon as the short little car. I got one of those. They're pretty good. But Katrinkas out to the inside. Patton racing for the 6th spot here in the turn number 3 and 4. 24 with that low side, back to the throttle. David Patton going to pull over. Nick Katrinkas going to pull that pass off, put Nick now up to that 6th spot as they hit the start-finish line to complete lap number 39. It is still all Michael Berg out front, a guy who is definitely synonymous with picking up wins here in anything that guy drives. He is very, very fast. As yellow flag now going to find us here once again at Martinsville on lap number 39. Yellow now for the 5th time here this evening as we approach the 50 lap marker of this race. And Just trying to find who may be free falling through the standings, trying to help me out finding where it may be going or why with a replay here, and it looks like it may be Jeremy Hebel's 99 car that may have been shortened to this one. So we'll go back and maybe find what happened to our old buddy Jeremy, see what happened to his likes of that number 99 car, and whatever reason his car around and now to the back of the field is we fought on back up, getting kind of handy with this little rewind button. Maybe one of these days I can take my gainer up the controls down there too, and a little check to be quick here and talk. Of course, I'm joking, of course, but Jack's got the replay up and ready for you, showing it on the screen as I'm going back to retrieve it myself to see what may have happened. Oh, looks like they just kind of all ran a racetrack over there. 99 kind of got pinched on a line, got some help from behind, as you all can see. Jeremy Hebel's car going around in a knot off the bumper of Andrew Payne's car. So it looks like Andrew Payne going to take the claim for that one, put Andrew to the back of the field now aboard car number 84. Tough break for that Menards team, the number 99, Jeremy Hebel, a nice looking car. Not so nice there in the back end. A lot of these Camaros all wrinkled up. I'm starting to think early on a Camaro may not be so lucky, as I see probably 4 or 5 of them all wrinkled up on the back end as we struggle around here at the Martinsville Speed. I'm not sure what is going on with my cameras here tonight as I look toward pit road and I keep seeing guys disappear. So I'm thinking the majority of our race leaders may have found their way in for service. I go down there and try to find Michael Berg. I think they're all on pit road, but either whatever reason I can't get a view to show me where they're at. Nope, I find Michael Berg now on the racetrack up on the pace car, so apologize for that. As I said, I'm not sure what's going on in my camera views where I'm looking at my vantage points from, because they just keep kind of going out of view. So do the best we can to struggle along all by myself. Don't have Todd's expertise or say Ron Piles or Brett Rolls or I've got Jack, and Jack's doing an awesome job as always down there for the silent part. Full Velocity TV showing us the replays, giving us all the great looks around these awesome racetracks night after night. It's the Phil and Jack attack, we'll call it, here on a Thursday night. We've been doing this quite a bit lately, and you know, we talk about we're getting toward 50 laps in, so not quite halfway yet. And the request I got here tonight, we got to do some trademark Toddisms, some Todd works out here tonight. So maybe a little bit later on, a different feature that Todd's always familiar for. Maybe a who's going to be coming up here around the halfway mark and get some predictions out there from Facebook Live chat, YouTube chat, whatever else is out there. So if I look over and check the chat, we see Don Dolson's out there. Great to see Don Dolson. Haven't seen his name out there in a while. Don Hobo as well. Looking, I see our old buddy David Hay out there watching along. David says, Big, absolutely right. We're back thinking we're in Martinsville. Green flag back in the air now. Single file restart is going to be the call to land, and right off the restart, the yellow flag going to go right back over the field. Not sure if we jumped the restart or somebody got into the back of somebody or whatever the world was happening here tonight in Martinsville. Not even sure at this point, but gonna roll on back. I see Jeremy Hebel racing to catch up to the pack, so not sure if he had a loop-de-loop coming off of pit road or whatever it might have been. I can tell you a yellow flag coming back right away here at Martinsville. So slow us back down here on lap number, I believe, 45. Yeah, 45 on the board as we race around here through my telemetry, trying to turn on some more witness to help myself out. But as we're here tonight, said Full Velocity TV, you know who I am, you know who Jack is, but we got to thank all our sponsors out there, because you may not know who all of them are. There's a lot of people who make this thing happen for us week after week and night after night. Got to thank our buddy Brendan Spadafora over at Spadafora Firearms. I know Brendan's out there tonight on a Thursday night over at our friends at Hobo, which we're going to see next week, Whalen Modified Series Racing. Brendan's over there, but I got to say hello to him. You're looking to purchase a new weapon, maybe expand on an existing one, or, you know, maybe ammunition, or want to get a bag or some kind of equipment that goes out there, check his website out, SpataForoFirearms.com. Give Brendan a call. Great guy. He'll talk your ear off. He's a wonderful man. But also, if you're in for racing news and who does it right here at Martinsville tonight, go over to YouTube and look up Brendan the Gent, our buddy over there on YouTube, and check out Full Throttle with the Gent, a very insightful little podcast show he does here every week, maybe a night or two, covering all the fixtures of the NASCAR world. Great stuff there. Get a hold of Brendan, SpataForoFirearms.com. Also, give a big shout to our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. If you want to get one of those iFlags or new widget he has got, telemetry stuff, it makes a great addition to your sim racing rig. Check out Jeff's website, iRacingIFlag.com. Also, going to thank all the great painters out there in the iRacing community. And of course, we start with our buddy Jim Revis over at Evil One Graphics. He does a lot of the dirt cars, but they'll do pavement stuff as well. Get a hold of Jim, look up Evil One Graphics. Evil One Graphics, not only good, they are evil. If Jim's too busy, we'll take a look at our buddy Jameson Colbridge over at CNC Race Designs. Be a part of Team CCRD. Look the best in show while winning all the dough. CNC Race Designs, hell yeah. Find him on Facebook and be a Team CCRD driver today. Also, a big shout out to our buddy Charles Wooten over at VRN. These great new custom layouts we have are courtesy of him. Got to thank that. Full Velocity TV, now a partnership with the guys over at VRN. We're proud of that. And thanks, Charles, for all his hard work behind the scenes, as well as thanking Tyler Blankenship over at Hannibal Record Service. All the work he does and contributions he makes here to Full Velocity TV. All that goes a long way. And finally, got to thank the guys over at DirtSeries.com. They got a great event coming up here 1 week from tonight, the Big Dog 100, live on Full Velocity TV. You could be a part of that great event at Lima Land Speedway in the UMP Modifieds on the dirt. Get a hold of those guys. Register now, dirt-series.com. Great main event. The Big Dog 100 comes away as part of the Big Full Velocity Twin Bill next Thursday night. So be there at dirt-series.com for a great event in the iRacing world. Or check us out over at Hobo, as I said, next Thursday night in NR 2003. Wayland Championship night over there for the guys at Hobo. That's going to be a great time as well. Just a track for that still to be determined as well. So back here at Martinsville, as I think we're going to get green flag back to the racetrack here. I think this time around I see the pace car ready to dive its way in. Double file restart here. Michael Burr going to lead Tanner Tellerico. Dylan Blankenship, Justin Rigsby, Joshua Stearman are current top 5. Nick Katrikis running in 6th. Dakota Wilkins is 7th. David Patton for 8th. Andrew Burr 9th. And Sean Weinmiller. Number 14 car, that's our current top 10. Pace car comes in. Green flag goes back in the air. Michael Berg, where he has done for the entire first 52 laps. He's going to claim his mantle back to the front of the field. Battle on for second. That Jegs number 51. Dylan Blankenship down low under Tellerico with the turn number 3. 42 car up high. Blankenship down low. Looks like Tanner will be able to hold off. Keep the 42 car up in that P2. Blankenship now back to third. Keep an eye on Rigsby in the 05. He has a good little piece there. The back of that Camaro all tore up, but that 05 car currently running in 4th, all single file down the back chute in the for 3. Top 4 are broken away. Now Nick Katrikis on a 24 car going to find himself in the top 5. David Patton there in the 38 car dropping back a position. Dakota Wilkins a 44 there. He as well put Dakota now up to the 6th spot. So those guys starting to make some waves. The 38 and the 44 car starting to race pretty good back there. Racing going on for 6th here at Martinsville in a turn number 3. Kind of floating around for some good battles going on. I've been kind of nestled back in this 46 car of Brian Libby all night long. That Nets.com sponsored machine, and he's back there having a good race now. Currently running in the 9th spot. He's got guys like Sean Weinmiller in front of him. Andrew Burr is right behind. Weinmiller's got Dakota Wilkins up ahead. You look further behind, Alan Bowman's rebounding nicely aboard his number 40 car. Alan now back from the deep in the field, 20th now up in the 11th spot, so keep an eye on Alan Bowman. Joshua Stearman, who was up in the top 5 in the 41, he is dropped now back to a 12th spot as yellow flag going to come back on the field now, working lap number 56. We just cannot get a long green flag run for these guys to see what their setups are going to do, have these tires will fall off or whatever the heck is happening out here tonight at Martinsville. As we'll run back down here. Looks like I found something that may be going amiss. I think Joshua Stearman may be the reason for the caution flag. Go back and see what happened at car number 41. Jack will go back there as well. If he's got something to show, we'll do it with a Full Velocity TV replay, of course, and we'll take a look here to see what happened to Mr. Stearman here as he was running up there in the top dozen. We're starting to fall back in the traffic, and not sure if there was help. Car got away or whatever. Looks like he gets a little tad bit loose off the corner, pounds the inside wall. Tough break for Joshua Stearman as that car seemed to get really away from him. All by himself, he goes around under yellow now on lap number 58 here at Martinsville. We'll take a quick break here under caution. Let these guys parade around. We'll keep toward pit road. I'm going to keep this wet whistle here up here as we approach halfway to the Martinsville Relay for Life 125. Back here live at the Martinsville Speedway under caution here now, working lap number 60. So approaching the halfway mark of a very special night here. Full Velocity TV, Martinsville Speedway, Relay for Life 125. We've talked about it all night long already. Racing proceeds in this race to end cancer. We'll be racing for in a couple of weeks ourselves, and we'll tell you a whole lot more about that. But Tom and the guys over here at Cyber Thunder, they've created their own Relay for Life team, and we're promoting that here tonight with these guys. So I've already put the link out there through Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch. I'll do so here again. See if we can't get more out there. You guys can do me a favor, share this link out there for all. Raise some awareness here. Let's all race together to beat cancer. As we go back to racing here at Martinsville, Michael Berg going to lead the field once again through turns 1 and 2. Tannerico there for second. Blankenship, Rigsby, Katrakis, our current top 5 aboard car 24. They're side by side for that third spot. Blankenship down low. Justin Rigsby's 05. He's going to dance off the wall up high. Kiss the wall a little bit. That's going to open the door for Katrakis, number 24. He may fill the gap on the inside there. Good three-car battle for third. Blankenship able to hold off the 05 as he gets loose. They're side by side for fourth down to the turn number 3. Katrakis down low. Rigsby up high in that purple bluish car off the corner. They drag race down the front chute. Good race going on for fourth here. Who is going to have the advantage? You would naturally think the inside lane here at Martinsville, well, that's showing right now on cold tires to not be the case. As Rigsby is fighting back up high. Really good. They make a little bit of contact. Slides Rigsby up out of the group just enough, but maybe not enough as Katrakis is going to fight back. That's a good side-by-side battle for the fourth spot now. Past halfway, 65 laps on the board as we keep it right here glued to this battle as Michael Berg is driven away up front from Tanner Tellerico. Dylan Blankenship in there for third, but this race for fourth. Certainly the best one on the racetrack is Justin Rigsby now able to close the door on Nick Katrakis. So just proving me wrong that you think the inside would be the way to be here at Martinsville. Well, certainly not for Nick Katrakis. He's going to fall back into the clutches now of Ryan Libby's number 46 car. Ryan going to peek the below side of that green machine, the number 24 of Nick Katrakis. Now Ryan Libby going to move himself up to a spot. So Ryan Libby, who has an up and down night, and that crinkled up number 46, that car now going to move his way into the top 5. So can Ryan Libby maybe make something here on waves in the top 4? As now looks like a green flag run that may be coming up in front of us here, as we're going to put 68 laps on the board next time around. Everybody here in Martinsville chasing Michael Berg up front, who last time by had an advantage of .565 over Tanner Tellerico's number 42. Dylan Blankenship's 51 there, currently running in for third, but that's almost that third spot is almost a full straightaway behind our current race leader, Michael Berg, as we'll keep peeking back for battles here at Martinsville. The show is Jack's going to click around and give us some great news as well. If he finds something, as always, he'll scream it out to me, and we'll show you what he's showing you, and we'll talk about it. So looks like all single file through the majority of this field, as I think the calls were made from race control. Guys, let's calm down a little bit. Let's make some green flag laps. We've never get these cars really underneath us, and let's let racers be racers out there and figure it out for us. So we'll take a peek. I find a battle going on here. Looks all the way back to 20th, if you can believe it. Andrew Payne back here aboard car number 84 to the inside of the number 34 car. 34 of Tom Richter going to drive out of the group, so move Andrew Payne now up a spot. Andrew may be one. Yeah, Andrew's one lap down. He's currently 20th. We've got, it looks like 18 cars left in the lead lap, so that was not a race for position, just racing on the racetrack. We'll go back to the front of the field so we can update what's going on there. As looks like Ryan Libby may start running down the back of Justin Rigsby. Now Libby around Rigsby. Looks like Rigsby may be fighting back there. The number 05. So we'll go migrate back up front. Still all single file as we work lap number 72 here in Martinsville. Good battle going on for the 7th and 8th position back there with David Patton's number 38 car and the number 20 of Ricky Howell Jr. Move the 20 car now up to the position that NOS Energy drink. Car number 20, Ricky Howell Jr. started the outside pole, has worked his way back from an early incident, now back into the top 10, running up there in position number 7. You know, he's come in from fresh tires already in that number 20 car. Now, does he have anything left in that Toyota Camry to run these guys down? Already a Toyota Supra out here in the Xfinity car, Supra for car number 20. Ricky Howell Jr. now up to 7, but he's got 6.5 seconds to run down our race leader, Michael Berg, who has his hands full around 3 and 4. As looks like that car got a little bit loose away from Tanner Tellerico, though. He's trying to keep him in sight. It's almost a full second between, as you can see on the screen, the interval. It's almost half a straightaway between our race leader, Michael Berg, Tanner Tellerico in there for second. And Michael's got 3.5 seconds over the number 51 car of Dylan Blankenship running third. So things really starting to sort themselves out, stretching out single file racing. We'll migrate back to the field and update where some good battles may be going on as we click around. Looking outside the top 10, I find guys like Andrew Burr back here and Edward Bryant. Tom Richter currently running 13th. A good battle with him and Joshua Stearman now through the corner going on as they all run single file. It's a pretty good close group of race cars there racing together from about 11th on back. You've got Wine Miller there on the 14, Andrew Burr up there in that fracas as well. So this is a really good battle here from about 9th or 10th all the way back to 15th. They're all right together. We see the likes of Craig Meyer trying to work his way out there. He's currently running 16th. I think Craig has just started to make an emphasis here in iRacing. His Amsoil tie ride Chevy Camaro. Looks like Busch Light also on that car as well for Craig. Back into his Camaro all tore up as well. Craig Meyer out there. A good buddy from NR 2003 out there running in 16th. Good to see Craig out there tonight. Well, the story here tonight is all Michael Berg. He's going to lead the field, but Tanner Tellerico may be a touch bit faster right now. Last time by, it was from 0.9 down to 0.6 and now 0.509. Tanner Tellerico is on a 42 car starting to reel in the number one of Michael Berg the longer this run goes on. And keep in mind, we may be starting to encounter some black traffic up ahead. I believe we got the likes of Jeffrey Orden and Craig Meyer that are clinging onto the back of the lead lap. They be victims of falling a lap down. I wonder how Michael Berg and maybe even Tanner Tellerico work their way through traffic. We'll find out here as we work our way down the back straightaway. Now working lap number 81 of 125. So we're 2/3 the way home. Turning into a really good race for these guys here live on Full Velocity TV. Relay for Life 125 being led by Michael Berg. I'm going to pause here for a minute. We'll be right back. Enjoy some great racing action here at Martinsville. As you can see, the pace of the race has slowed down as caution going to find our way back on the speedway on lap number 83. In the middle of what was turning into be a really good green flag run for these guys. That was really good to see. So we get some laps put away. Now 83 with 125 up on the board and trying to go back and maybe help and see what happened to put us under yellow. And I'm not quite so sure what may have did. So we'll put Jack to work down there. Maybe he can click around and find something that went on. But yellow flag on the speedway on lap number 84 now as we work our way under caution. A couple of updates from pit road. It looks like the number 80 or the 40 car of Alan Bowman has called it a night. Looks like Sean Hill, he may have also parked his car number 29. So it looks like those two nights are over. It looks like we got some action down on pit road as I believe race leader Michael Berg is coming in for the first time tonight to make service on the one car. So let's update what the leader does. His Ford GT Mustang on pit road. Looks like it's going to be a 4-tire pit stop for the number one car. Left side tire work going on as we speak. Getting the gasoline in there. How much do they need here at Martinsville? I'm not exactly sure. Michael Berg's complete now there on pit road. He'll rejoin the field. Ryan Libby also worked his way on there with 4 tires. And let's see who else we got back there. Is I believe Ricky Howell Jr. Did he come back in? I'm not sure what's going on. As it looks like this is the back half of the field that may be catching up. It looks like more cars now have found themselves pit side. So we'll run down here and take a look. I see guys like Andrew Payne on pit road. So not a bad time for these guys. You know, Michael Berg pitting his way out of the race lead. We'll see where he shapes up. Well, this thing all sorts out. But for guys like Tanner Tellerico and Justin Rigsby up front, maybe Shane Miller, Joshua Stearman, those guys all have elected to stay out. Even I think James Moore stayed out. So right now it looks the top five cars have stayed out of the racetrack. Don't believe any of these guys have yet come in for work. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. Can these guys make a full 125 laps on fuel? And maybe on tires. We have some drama playing out here in Martinsville. Let's apologize there for a brief second here. So I was kind of going back through some information here as looking through it here, see if we can't find the updated point standings. Maybe the points grid we've had from these guys out there. Maybe Jack can throw that image on the screen if he's got that handy. These guys have been racing over 5 of the season, but already looking forward to their chase coming up here in a couple of months. And I think we're going to have championship racing for these guys in August here live on Full Velocity TV at home. So I think we scheduled that one out as far as the Oz yesterday. But they have a lot of racing left to go. We said 5th points paying race of the year. Their chase is coming up here in a couple of months. So we're about halfway home here in the regular season for these guys. But we go back all the way to Daytona. Saw guys like Justin Rigsley win, Michael Berg pick up a feature win, David Patton and Andrew Payne are 4 winners this year. So do we find a 5th one here tonight? Well, guess to wait to find out. We go back to Green Flag Racing with Tanner Rigsby now, or Tanner Tellerico leading Justin Rigsby now off of turn 3 and 4 is, I guess I can't English. I'm going to settle myself in here after this restart and see where these guys may fall. Tellerico has not come into pit road yet. He's with the race lead now. We got Rigsby there for a second. Michael Berg, he's got his 4 tires on, and right away on the restart, Michael now up to the 3rd spot, so he may be laying in the weeds here to pounce on these guys in the top 2 as caution coming out here at Martinsville once again on lap number 90. So it may make these guys think a little bit about maybe did we make the wrong move coming in and taking tires where we did, or maybe we didn't take tires. That made me do what I said. I look back and I see guys like Dylan Blankenship in the 51 car. He was up in the top 3. Looks like he had come to pit road. I think he may have got a little piece of his most latest skirmish out there on the racetrack to put us under our most recent caution flag. I think I see him back there. I see Dakota Wilkins back there in his Energizer Camaro with a little bit of damage to the back of the race car. So not exactly sure where the yellow flag did come from, but what I can tell you, yellow on the speedway, I believe for the 8th time here tonight in Martinsville now, working lap number 91. I do see these cars have started to come to pit road. I see Dakota down there in the 44. I see Craig Meyer coming in for another stop there in the back of the 25. Gary Peterson's number 4. Dylan Blankenship on pit road on the 41, but looking back there, looks like Jack got something for replay. It may show off. Dakota Wilkins, the 44, looks like may have had some kind of issue there. Not sure if it was on his own or had some help. I think I can say, safe to say, by the damage on the back of the car, Dakota Wilkins got a piece listed for our most recent caution flag now on lap number 92. I'm going to try to scramble through and see if I can't find the point standings for the series. So we take a quick second here, recalibrate myself, and get you some more info about Cyber Thunder Racing League. What do you got, the grid? Going to give me some points information. It certainly did not, as I'm going to continue to click around here and see what's up. I can see back to race results, but I don't see anything as far as the points go. So see if I can find a nice little display here. But Tom sent this here yesterday of their chase grid. Go a little old school style here to find the point standings. So I'll click back on through. There we go. Found it. The current chase field has the likes of Michael Bird, David Patton, Justin Rigsby, and Andrew Payne already with race wins. Dylan Blankenship has that 5th position in the points there. Yet one 11 marker is better than Tom Richter. Edward Binen, 13 markers out. 17 points back, we find James Morris, Dakota Wilkins, Gary Peterson, Joshua Seaman, and Corey Davison, 45 points out currently as these guys look to lock in at a round of 12. as we head toward the round 12. That's going to start off at Pocono in a couple of months from now. So we'll follow that along here. We go back to Green Flag Racing. Tanner Tellerico now has to deal with number 1 car of Michael Berg on the back end. Michael with fresh tires. Tanner does not in the 42, so we'll have to wait and see if Michael Berg can make something happen to the inside of that 42 car. Tanner holding off so far for the race lead as caution once again coming out here at Martinsville. It's for the story that has plagued tonight here for these guys. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the racetrack. And see if we can't find something that may kind of give you a glimpse of where this one may have come from. Is early indication is questionable. Not quite so sure. It happened somewhere around the 4 car of Gary Peterson, the Budweiser Chevrolet. He was there at the back of the field until the field really slow in the back chute. Oh, it may have not been Gary, as I'll be forward back on crew here. Oh, Jackson will go there and take a look real quick too and see if we can't go back and show you guys something, as I'm going to look here right off the restart here in the turn number 1. I think it broke away really quick. '41 car of Joshua Stearman going around it. Oh, there was some big contact there, and I'm not sure if he had help going around or whatever happened there, but Jack definitely found it to show off, and I'm going to go back here and take a look myself because I'm curious. As they went down to the corner to the 41, yeah, he definitely had help from behind. Might have been, it was definitely a white car behind the 41 car that making a little bit of contact, so. Tough break for the 41 of Joshua Stearman once again is trying to go back and see who it might have been. I believe it was a 24 of Nick Katrakis that was in the back there, the 41 car. Down to the corner, looks like Josh may have wound up a little bit sooner than Nick wanted to. Nick in the back of him. There, should Stearman around in the 41 car. So Josh has had a pretty rough evening here for the middle portion of the race. His car's picked up some more damage there. After the fact, Joshua Stearman currently now working his way 17th on the lead lap. So as we race back around here, we're approaching now the century mark up on the board here at Martinsville. We're 25 laps to go here in the Relay for Life 125. Tanner Tellerico currently holding the race lead with Michael Berg, Justin Rigsby, Ryan Libby, and Ricky Howell Jr. your current top 5. 6th we find Shane Weinmiller with David Patton 7th. Nick Katrakis is 8th. Ed Biden is 9th. And Tom Richter running in our top 10. 11th we find Dylan Blankenship. James Morris is 12th. Andrew Burr 13th. Jeffrey Orden is 14th. And Dakota Wilkins running in our top 15. 16th is Joshua Stearman. Andrew Payne is 17th. Craig Meyer is 18th. Gary Peterson is 19th. Jeremy Hebel rounds out our top 20. Behind the wall, we find the legs of Alan Bowman, Sean Hill, Roy Grant Jr., Keith Haney, and Tommy Gossett. That's the other 5 cars. That's 25 car field. Full field rundown, triple-digit mark, presented by your friends over here at Full Velocity TV. Find us out there through Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV as we go back to Green Flag Racing here at Martinsville. Now under 25 laps to go. Can Tanner Tellerico hold on? Does Michael Berg have one more bullet to throw, or is it going to be somebody outside the top 2 going to pick up a win here tonight? I guess we're all going to ride along together and see here in Martinsville. Good race now going on for the 4th spot. Ricky Howell Jr. under fire from Justin Rigsby in the 05. Looks like Ricky Howell going to pick up the 4th spot. Now a battle for the 2nd position as Michael Berg may be getting a challenge from the number 46 of Ryan Libby. Is Ryan's car like a tank out there tonight holding off these guys. He's to the back end of the 1 car. Michael Berg, who I thought may make a run back for the lead at Tellerico. He's got his hands full at Ryan Libby, who is right there in the back bumper off of turn number 4 this time to put lap number 105 up on the board. Pretty impressed with that 46 car. The way it looks, the way that car is running, they don't tell 2 different stories. That 46 car is still very fast. Nobody faster than Tellerico out front of car number 42. Can he hold on? He's got 20 more laps to do at this time of the line. 20 to go, I guess we'll say. Sponsored by our buddy Brendan Spadafora at SpadaforaFirearms.com. Sorry, still a little bit of actual network TV mojo right there is top three still all single file. Gonna go back and try to find some good racing here before we pick up the conclusion of this race. I see Justin Rigsby has fallen back on the top four. Shane Michael currently running in sixth there. David Patton's 38, all in the back of that car, but I don't see anybody so far in the top 10. Everybody's still kind of all single file. It is Martinsville. It's a tough place to pass. We've seen here all night long. You can make contact getting past or passing somebody else. So it can get away in a hurry from you here. As I go back to the field, I got nothing as far as a good story to tell. So I guess all right, I guess there was a question on a live feed, so I guess I need to scramble on back, or is it Jack that has a question? All right, Jack's going to ask you a question. We don't do this ever. Jack, what is your question?
Who's it gonna be?
Oh, I like it. Who's it going to be? Let's do a prediction out there. YouTube chat, Facebook Live, Twitch TV. I'm glad Jack got that in there. Make a prediction. Who's it going to be to pick up a checkered flag? They are side by side up front for the race lead. Michael Berg and Tanner Tellerico. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. Make your pick now. Oh, man, it's bumper tag in there. Michael Berg now alongside. It goes past Tanner Tellerico for the race lead. Ryan Libby there trying to follow suit there in that second spot. But Michael Berg, our pulsing over the majority of the beginning of the race. He's going to go back to the point here over Tanner Tellerico. They put Craig Meyer one lap down. Aboard car number 25, so maybe a little late with who's it going to be. So far, Michael Berg may be in the catbird seat, whatever a catbird may be. If you got a prediction out there, let us know on Full Velocity TV now via Facebook Live chat, YouTube, or Twitch TV. Are we going to go caution-free for the remainder 13 laps of the race now? Working lap number 112. We got 13 laps remaining. Can Michael Berg hold on? Do we go green all the way? Does Tanner Tellerico or maybe even Ryan Libby have anything left to show here on Michael Berg? I guess we'll find out together over the course of these last 12 laps. They're down the back chute into turn number 3. You can see the one car starting to pull away. Tellerico now running for second. Libby over the back bumper there, the 46 running in third. Ricky Howell Jr.'s 20 car. He's had a really good fast piece all night long, but really nothing to show as he's had to fight back to regain track position all night long. Ricky Howell down to the back of the 46 car. NOS Energy Toyota there running in that 4th spot. Really like that paint scheme out there. NOS Energy always kind of makes me kind of thirst for a little bit more. Working their way down the front chute now to put lap 115 up to the board. 10 laps remaining this time around for car number 1. Michael Berg leading Tanner Tellerico, Ryan Libby, Ricky Howell Jr. That's the top 4 broken away. Justin Rigsby now currently running in the 5th spot, 2 car lengths back. We find Dylan Blankenship on fresh tires starting to come back through the field. Not sure that Jack Ford's got time to chase these guys down up front, but he'll come to the low side now. Was that Patton there who was around? There was a Rigsby. The 05s, go back here and look. It looks like it was Rigsby. A Blankenship goes around. Put Dylan Blankenship now up into the top 5. Can he run down these top 4 who have drove away up front? Michael Berg is driven away for 3 of them, but Tanner Tellerico, Libby, and Howell all stuck right together. Blankenship, if these guys start racing, maybe they'll catch these guys on fresher tires. I guess we'll have to wait and see, because next time by, Michael Berg's got 117 laps complete, now working on lap number 118. Battle for the 3rd spot, Ricky Howell Jr. jumping the curb through 1 and 2. Almost to the back of Ryan Libby. They somehow keep it straight. It shows here as it's time to go for these guys. It is go time. It is time to pay the money. It's time to pay the points out for these guys. They're getting after it. Ricky Howell Jr. trying to find a way around the 46 car, jumping the curb here at Martinsville. It looks like the 46 may be having some connection issues, as that car was blinking on and off my screen. I'm not sure if it was just me or everybody out there seeing that. But 3rd place car definitely having some warp there. So hopefully the aliens will leave Ryan alone and let him race this one out to completion here tonight. But Michael Berg, with now 5 laps remaining here in the Relay for Life 125. If you haven't done yet so, please share that Relay for Life link out there. If you haven't yet done so and want to donate, please donate now. Guys here at Cyber Thunder will appreciate that. The Relay for Life going out with these guys, all part of Racing for a Cure here over the course of the rest of March and through the month of April. We'll have a lot to tell you here on Full Velocity TV as part of our joint ventureship we do every year. Race to the Cure coming up here in a couple of weeks. We'll make sure to get that all out there as well over the next couple of days. But Running out of laps here tonight in Martinsville. Michael Berg right now looks like he's got some clear sailing, some black traffic all around him, but he's got some gap on the racetrack between himself and that battle racing for second. 1.6 seconds difference between Michael Berg and Tanner Tellerico. They're running second. Ryan Libby still there for third. You got Ricky Howell Jr. fourth. Distantly back there in fifth, well over 5 seconds back. We find Dylan Blankenship, Justin Rigsby there for sixth with David Patton seventh. Nick Katrakis is eighth, Andrew Burt ninth, Edward Bynum. Ed Bynum running in our top 10 here in Martinsville. I'm going to go back up now and look at the number one car of Michael Berg. As a battle for second starts to shape up once again. I don't know, I'd click away from that. That would happen. Looks like Ryan Libby may be around. He has got that position on the 42. Move Ryan Libby now up to second. So the 46 has been good all night long. I believe Tellerico may be feeling the effects of not coming to pit road tonight, as now he's stuck down low. Here comes Ricky Howell Jr. up high, the number 20. They're going to go side by side. For the third spot, Tellerico gave it a good go with that no kidding strategy. Looks like that car may be, coming up short here as we got white flag on the field. One more trip around into 3 and 4 now for the final time, and off of turn number 4, the checkered flag and a wave over car number 1, Michael Berg. Going to take down the win here in Martinsville, the Relay for Life 125. Second will go to Ryan Libby. Third to Ricky Howell Jr. Fourth for Taylor Tannerico. And Dylan Blankenship running in our top 5. Justin Rigsby will finish up 6th. David Patton 7th. Nick Katrakis 8th. Andrew Burt 9th. Edward Bynum, your top 10 here for the guys at Cyber Thunder. We'll move toward the post-race show with Michael Berg will burn him down. Ryan Libby, a great run, and Ricky Howell Jr. had to overcome a lot here tonight. We'll talk to all three of these guys on the post-race show live on Full Velocity TV. Come to you live about 15 seconds from now. We'll take a drink, get these guys squared out. We'll be right back here. Stay tuned. Back here live, Full Velocity TV post-race show for the Cyber Thunder Relay for Life 125 here in Martinsville. Won tonight here by car number 1, Michael Berg. In for second, the 46 car of Ryan Libby. And our guest now, our third place finisher here tonight aboard car number 20. That's Ricky Howell Jr. driving that 20 car here tonight. Ricky finishing up third here, but from the outside pole, you thought you had good track position, but it was anything but an easy night for you. Had to overcome an early incident. Fresh tires are coming back to the field. Tell us about that rally coming all the way back up to finish third.
Yeah, we got hung on the outside there at the beginning of the race, and a couple cars got by me, and I was there behind Ryan. I got in a little hard under him. I ain't for sure if I was under him or if I just got in there too deep and turned him around, and had to go to the back there. And didn't mean to get in the run like that. Had to go to the back. I just took it easy. I knew there was going to be quite a few cautions, so I just laid low there for a little while, and then I started working my way back through the pack there when we started getting some green flag runs.
Now, banking on the yellow flags, as we certainly got here tonight, if you were banking on them, you hit that one right on the head. But how does that change just the way you plan out the race as far as your race strategy goes? Were you banking on any kind of green flag racing where cars may start to fall off? Guys like Tanner up there who didn't come to pit road all night long, that gambled there at the end and lost out on tires. How did your strategy play out different, or how did that fall into your hands planning for the caution flags to fall the way you did?
Yeah, I was just as long as I was in the back there, I knew there was probably going to be caution, so I was pitting every time, getting fresh tires, and just waiting on that little bit of a long run. I was thinking about staying out there myself there at the end because we didn't have but about 20 laps on our tires, but I think we drove back up to like 6th or 7th, so I figured I'd go ahead and go in with them guys and take tires, and it paid off there at the end.
Well, it certainly did, Ricky. A really good night for you up here, and you get good points night, of course, for you for Full Velocity TV Cyber Thunder 125 here, Relay for Life 125. I'm going to give you the mic one final time as a third place finisher here tonight. We're live here, Full Velocity TV, on Facebook, on YouTube, and Twitch TV. So anybody out there watching, friends, family, or sponsors, anybody want to say hello to or thank, the floor is all yours now, bud.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my wife for letting me do it. I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Seth Hill. I think he was watching, wasn't able to be here tonight, but he was watching the broadcast there on Full Velocity TV. And Ron Cox, give a shout out to him. And as always, thanks to you guys for the excellent work you do.
Well, we appreciate those kind words as well, folks. There you have it. Driver of car number 20, Ricky Howell Jr., finishing up third here tonight in Martinsville. A job well done by Ricky. We'll let him go back there and debrief with his team, and we'll run a little further down here and catch up with our second place finisher, the driver of that New England Tractor Trailer Training School, car number 46, Ryan Libby, finishing up second here tonight. Ryan, you had to overcome a lot here tonight. Damage to the back end of that race car early. How did that affect the handle of your car? And it still didn't damper all that speed out of it, because that thing was still pretty quick.
Yeah, I got into a little trouble early, and actually my biggest concern was the water and oil temps. I was getting like above 240 on a long run, so I was trying to keep the temps down, but all in all, yeah, it was definitely a up and down night.
Well, you rebounded nicely. You get up to a second place finish. To finish second to a guy like Michael Berg, let's fake it. Guys who know Michael's reputation, that guy is fast. Anything you put him in, any night after night. So does this one feel good finishing second to a guy like that, having to overcome all that you did to drive back to the field with a damaged race car, fighting temp issues, and to rally all the way back to second? That has to feel really good.
Absolutely. After that second incident I had from spinning, I just had to tell myself I got to calm down and make it to the end on this one. And I really didn't expect to finish second. I was expecting maybe a top 5, but the second, this is a gift for me.
Well, Ryan, as always here, where it's great to talk to new voices up here on Full Velocity. We're out here live tonight, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So we got you here live. Anybody out there watching, want to say hello to, family, friends, sponsors, whoever responsible for getting you out here tonight, take the mic from me and thank who you'd like to thank out there live.
Fortunately, I don't have anyone watching me right now, but if they are, thanks for watching, everyone.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. Driver of car number 46, Ryan Libby, finishing up tonight in that second spot here in the Relay for Life 125 here at Martinsville. We'll let him get back to it. We'll run a little further down here, jump over the wall as the victory lane ceremony going on the front stretch. And we will go down here and talk to a very, very happy race car driver in victory lane. Once again, we find car number 1, Michael Berg, in victory lane. Mike, you had a really good fast race car. Started on the pole, but middle part through that race, you decided to come to pit road under yellow and take tires and fuel. I guess that was a money strategy, because your car was a whole lot better than Tanner's. Tanner had lesser tires and probably a lighter fuel at that point. I guess it advantaged you. You capitalized on it. Great job. Terrific run. Tell us about how good that race car was.
Thank you, Phil. The cars are all the same, really. Ours just hooked up for whatever reason. It looked really good. Had that turquoise and purple on it. That last decision to choose tires was looking bad there for a second. I was worried them guys in the back wouldn't start crashing. And if they wouldn't stop crashing, I'd never get a chance to put a slick move on Tanner like I did. But glad I got it taken care of. He didn't block as much as he could have. That would have ended up with a couple guys in the wall. But he raced fair. I raced fair and came out on top. Real proud.
Well, we had a whole lot of yellows, of course, but to come through the field the way you did here at Martinsville, and yeah, you came out of the pitch there 6, so it was still kind of near the front, but what kind of discipline does it take for a guy like you who's really skilled at a whole lot more than I could ever do at a game like this? Talk about the discipline it takes and the skill that comes into setting up a guy and passing a guy in a place like Martinsville. It is tight. It's a paperclip half mile, we all know. What does it take as a driver as far as discipline goes to set up a race car and to go as fast as you do? Because you really put down some lap times tonight I think anybody can be really jealous of.
Don't sell yourself short, Phil. I'm sure with a little bit of practice you could be up there. To be honest, I was more impressed with my pole lap than anything else after that. Running in traffic here is not really as bad as everyone thinks. Seems like people were having a lot of struggles, but I mean, you could run 2 or 3 tenths off of your max pace and just cruise for the most part. That's what I was doing up front, and I continued doing that behind Tanner, and his tires were just gone, so I knew I was going to get an opportunity, and once I did, I was able to shoot right around him. The other guys I was able to pass just real quick on the restarts, but I had to set up Tanner, and glad it worked out. Glad we got the win.
Absolutely right. Oh, Michael, you pick up yet another win here and many more of in your career. As I follow you pretty closely. I've seen you win a whole lot of big races. You take another one down here tonight, the Relay for Life 125 here at Martinsville with Cyber Thunder, Full Velocity TV, live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch TV. So anybody out there you want to say hello to, thank family, friends, sponsors, whoever may be out there watching. I think you know how this works. The floor is all yours. Take it away, and thank you. We'd like to thank.
Well, first, I'd like to thank you, Phil, and you, Jack. You guys run the Full Velocity Network and do a great job. I watched your broadcast from Daytona, and you were able to call me getting spun out of the lead perfectly. I couldn't have called it better myself. I'd like to thank all the guys at the Michigan State University Formula Racing team. I think those are probably the only people watching because most of my friends have lives. So, yeah, thank you guys for putting on a fantastic broadcast, and thank Tom, obviously, for setting up this league, getting Cyber Thunder resurrected after about 10 years of being gone. Glad to be back and glad to continue the winning ways from the past.
Absolutely. And Michael, congratulations. But not sure that was a dang good call in the action or not, but we appreciate any love we can get for you. Awesome to talk to you once again. As I said, we followed you here through NR for a lot of years, and cool to see you guys come back here with Cyber Thunder and iRacing. Congratulations, buddy. Big win here tonight. And the second of what could be many more over the course of the season. We'll see a whole lot more of you guys the next couple of months. Once again, on behalf of all of us, congratulations. Job well done.
Thank you, Phil. See you next time, hopefully in victory lane once again.
All right, we'll try our best. Michael Berg, tonight's big winner here tonight in Martinsville, Relay for Life 125. Got to thank him. Got to thank Tom Richter, all the gang over here at Cyber Thunder Racing League. Love coming over here and hanging out. Tom, an old friend. Mike, we go back with years as well. So, always fun to catch up and see some of our old friends as well. Guys like Dakota Wilkins and Jeremy Hebel, guys that I have a history with going back years and years of my career. So cool to kind of reconvene in the iRacing simulation out here on the asphalt tonight. And got to thank those guys for all coming out. Got to thank Jack Truin, my control guy here this evening. Did an awesome job. Got to thank my partner Todd, of course, for all the hard work he does behind the scenes. We're missing him tonight for sure, but he'll be back with me here live tomorrow night at Sim Addicts. We go back to the dirt and the 360 sprint cars. And got to thank Martin Karch for graphics, Josh Smith for cameras. We'll work on some for Martinsville because I was totally lost here tonight. And got to thank Charles Wooten as well for all the help with the overlays. And thank all you out there for watching here. A great edition of Full Velocity TV. Of course, out there, once again, last reminder, that Relay for Life link, if you guys can help share it out there, raise some awareness. We're all racing in the fight together to beat cancer. The Relay for Life 125 brought to you tonight by the gang at Cyber Thunder. Thanks all the gang once again. We'll see you next time back here live tomorrow night with more Full Velocity TV. Good night.